Right, I was going to speak about folklore. Let me say a few words about this, and then what I'll do is I'll share the I'll speak a bit about the great legend of Islam, Abdullah ibn Mubarak, and then I'll share the live stream link, and you're more than welcome to jump on. So folklore, I feel that I wanted to actually say that there was a time where I viewed this very differently. I thought all of these things were nonsense and they should have been stripped from Islam. And, all of these weak stories that are put in there, and, these kind of superpower stories that you get, and very folkloric. And sometimes they're about people doing all kinds of things. And what is all of this? And I don't know. Now I see it differently. I see that, that folklore is not to be viewed as through the academic lens. Rather, it is to be viewed as one would view art. That it's open to interpretation and it evokes within the spectator incredible powers and emotions. And it's not to be reduced to simple mechanisms of strokes and diagrams or shapes, but that it carries a dynamic that is almost ineffable, that there is this. So this is how I see it. I mean, naturally, there will be certain things amongst it that one may not be of your flavor, that, you may not like. You may think, nothing special to me in this. And that's fine. We all have our interests, but it's, as opposed to the academic, because the academic perspective is seeing things like, let's say, muhaddith speak. Like I see a narration say, well, oh, is it sahih? Oh, it isn't sahih. So it's, or is it from fiqh speak? Is there a fiqh ruling in it? And then wipe it aside. But that's not how Islam is transmitted to the majority of people. It's not this dry academic pursuit. It is an evocative, emotional, interactionist dynamic. It is a living tradition. So when I hear these stories now that are said, and I tell you what really made me revisit this has been listening to the speeches of Sheikh Dr. Suleiman Misbahi Saab, may Allah bless him. I listen to his speeches, and maybe they're not for everyone. I get that. And about that, I'll speak in a moment on what I call the oracle phenomenon. Okay, so I'll speak about that in just a moment, the oracle phenomenon. But he tells a lot of these stories. He'll tell stories, and I've come to realize, wow, I see now. It's like, it's as though for so long I couldn't see it. Like, let me give you an example. Like, here's a story that he relates. Now, I think he recalls it to do with in the time of Imam Ghazali. He says that there was this great individual, a great sheikh, known for his relationship with God. And this person, this one day, so he's speaking about this person, and this one day something's happening and it's raining, And this person says, like today really isn't the day for, like, it's not, this isn't the right timing for rain. Like, it's not really, what the hell. And anyway, he has to go about and do his things, and he does, and whatever. And so, but this person is a great person in this story, and he's somebody everybody recognizes and they're wowed by. So it comes to pass eventually that when this person, he's on his deathbed and he passes away, and I think the colleague in the story, or the other person, is Imam Ghazali. So Imam Ghazali, after him, has a dream where he sees this individual, and he asks him, "What did Allah do with you?" And he says that he raised me, and then he asked me. He said, "So tell me, when is the right time for rain?" He said, "Tell me." He said, "You tell me, when is the right time for rain?" And this, it's so, now you take a story like that, and that, and he's obviously saying in Urdu ke batao ke acha phir, yani barish ka kaun sa sahi waqt hota hai, that what is the, like, you tell us. You see, what these stories do is they evoke in individuals the conscience to introspect and to be grateful, to not overstep. This is how, to most people, the faith has moved on and been transmitted. It hasn't been transmitted through the academic pursuit, or by saying, let's say, to most people, it hasn't been transmitted by describing the ikhtilaf of the usul of the madahib al-arba'a, or explaining what is the concept of istihsan versus the concept of masalih al-mursala, or the aqsam al-qiyas, or the ta'rif al-ilal. Most people would never, they will spend a lifetime and never know these things about Islam. And it doesn't matter, because to them, those things don't matter. It's like it's too dry, or it's above their understanding and comprehension. So yeah, it makes me think these things too, that wow, like I come to understand the value of that tradition that is passed down, where the purpose, even if it's not sahih, but it's sahihul kind of ma'na, its kind of meaning is right, and it's maqsad, sahihul maqsad, that it's right in its objective. So yeah, I hope that helps.